Hi, this is Rob Hanley with the Durham Duplicate Bridge Club on Thursday, January the 12th for the 399er game. We have two hands for you today. The first one is number 16. As you can see, I have 13 high card points, 6 hearts, pretty straightforward 1 heart opening. Partners bid 2 clubs, and for this hand, we're playing Standard American, so that shows 10 plus high card points and 4 or more clubs. So, if I feel that my hand is good enough to force the game, I should bid 3 hearts. It doesn't show 18 points. It generally shows that you want to be in game opposite pretty much any 2 club response of 10 points. I don't think this hand quite qualifies, so instead of 3 hearts, I'm going to bid 2 hearts, still showing my 6 hearts, but not forcing to game. And partner has signed off in 4 hearts. So let's see what we've got to work with. Interesting hand. That lead's a bit scary. Most of the time you don't lead an ace without the king backing it up. All right, so I couldn't do anything about the club, but that spade switch is a bit of a concern. So I look to have 2 more possible heart losers and a spade loser. So in order to deal with the heart situation, ideally, I want to lead towards my hand twice. When you're missing the king and the queen and 4 of them, so you take the king and the queen, and so there's 4 cases. The west robot on my right can have both of the honors, and the east robot on my left can have both. Or west can have one of them and east the other one, or west has the other one and east the first one. So what you end up with is in 3 out of 4 cases, the west robot on my right will have at least 1 heart. So as I said, ideally I want to get to the dummy and lead a heart towards my ace jack 10, intending to finesse the west robot. And if it loses, that's okay. I'm going to re-enter the dummy and do it again. But the trick with this hand is that I'm going to have to deal with the spades situation if they continue spades. I'll start by taking that king of spades, and I'm going to finesse in hearts. Put the 10 in. Okay. Here comes back another spade. There we go. Now, it looks as though there's still the possibility that the king of hearts is sitting offside in the east robot's hand. So if I cross the dummy and finesse in hearts and it actually loses, they're going to cash a spade on me. So I really need to get rid of that spade loser as soon as possible before drawing the extra trump. So I have to decide between clubs and diamonds. And I'm going to choose diamonds. The reason I'm going to choose diamonds is that really weird lead of the ace of clubs. So he's either out of clubs or he's got a lot of clubs, and he was hoping that his partner might be very short in clubs and he might be able to give him a rough. So instead, I'm going to cash the ace of diamonds and cross to the dummy, taking the jack. And now I want to cash 1 more diamond, discarding that spade. Good, it held. And now I'm going to finesse again in hearts to the jack. And it worked today. I'm going to cash the ace of hearts and drop that king. Great. Now my hand is good. All the hearts are out and the club is good. And I'll just claim the last 2 tricks. Now that we can see all 4 hands, there are some interesting features here. The first one is my partner bid 2 clubs rather than 2 diamonds. When you have a very strong, balanced hand with 4-4 in the minors, and your objective is to make a bid which is forcing, but leaves as much room as possible for your partner, the opening bidder, to describe their hand. So bidding 2 clubs is the cheapest bid. It allows me to raise clubs. It allows me to bid 2 diamonds if I had diamonds. As in this case, I can bid 2 hearts anyway. If you bid 2 diamonds with my partner's hand rather than 2 clubs, and I had hearts and clubs, it's going to be harder for me to bid 3 clubs, and the auction will be a little more difficult if slam is there. So 2 hearts by me. My partner correctly decided that when I had bid 2 hearts, it showed a minimum. I could not force my partner to game opposite any old 10 count. So their 15 count, just not looking for slam. As you saw there, there's a 75% chance that the robot on my right has at least one of those hearts, and that prevailed today. All right, we're going to pause while we change directions for the second hand. Hi, we're back, this time with hand number 10. So I have 17 high card points, balanced hand, one no trump it is. So the robots on BBO play Capoletti. So a 2-club overcall of one no trump is artificial and shows an unspecified single-suited hand. Capoletti is a very common and popular convention. The robot on my right is bidding 2 diamonds to say, what is your long suit to their partner? So the south robot is either going to pass 2 diamonds if they had diamonds, or they're going to correct it to show their long suit. I really don't have a bid at this point, so I'm just going to pass. So we know that the south robot has a single suited hand with hearts. That's going to be a 6-card suit. And they don't need to have a tremendous hand for that, but they do need to have 6 reasonable quality hearts. So that's come back to me. And this introduces a unique situation when you're opening one no trump. In this case, the person on my left, it could just as easily be the person on my right, has shown long hearts, and I have 2 small hearts. I have no honors wasted in hearts. There's nothing to finesse in my heart suit. And I have a maximum, and I have tolerance for the other suits, but most importantly, 4 spades. When this happens, I can double. This is not penalty. This is a negative double. It's a reopening double. It's saying, partner, bid something else. Of course, my partner could convert it to penalty if they had the right hand, but that's not usually the case. And they've bid 2 spades. All right, so good enough for me. I found my spot. I'm not raising or doing anything else because my partner couldn't bid over 2 clubs. All right. So partner does have a nice 7 count, so that's going to work really well. The opponents have started by taking their 2 heart tricks, and now they're switching to spades, which is fine. You would have drawn the spades anyway yourself. Your biggest concern here is that they're 3-2 and not 4-1. And luck is with you. They are 3-2. All right. So at this point, we're actually going to pause this hand. And I'm issuing a challenge. When I send this video out to you, I'm encouraging you to send me a written response on what you think the proper way, the absolute best way to handle how you're going to play the rest of this handout is. And for the person who has the correct response, I will give you 2 free plays, you and your partner, to play in one of my games on BBO. And this will also be in the body of the email that I send out. So think about this hand and look at the hand record if you have to, but decide what the best way to play this hand from this point forward is. All right, that's it for this week. We'll see you next time. Thanks.